Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into how global energy markets just got completely, totally rewired.
How did one single conflict reshape the global energy map literally overnight? It triggered an absolutely massive shift.
Okay, let's dive into this. Before 2022, Russia barely registered, holding a measly 2 to 3% share.
But then, a shocking pivot. By 2024, Russia skyrocketed to become India's largest supplier, hitting nearly 40%.
Why? Well, Western sanctions forced Russia to urgently hunt down brand new Asian buyers, like India and China. So the crucial point is the massive discount. India scooped up crude $10 to $20 cheaper. They're buying cheap Urals, ESPO, and Sokol crude, processing it right into petrol, diesel, and aviation fuels.
Key Indian refiners, like Reliance and Indian Oil, immediately capitalized on these millions of barrels flowing in daily.
And this brilliantly illustrates a mutual win. India saved billions fighting inflation, while Russia secured a critical lifeline. But this brings up a super intense, friction-filled question. How do you actually pay for all this?
With major Russian banks banned from SWIFT, standard US dollar transactions were blocked. A total logistical nightmare, right?
To keep oil flowing, they rapidly experimented with alternative banking and currencies, like the UAE dirham and yuan.
But this created a huge currency trap. Russia suddenly accumulated billions of Indian rupees they couldn't actually use. Meanwhile, mounting Western pressure imposed strict banking and insurance restrictions to completely squeeze that Russian oil revenue.
India argued back objectively, stating they simply needed affordable energy and purchased entirely within allowed international price caps.
Let's move to Iran and see how this builds a complex, under-the-radar shadow supply chain to bypass those sanctions.
But recently, direct U.S. sanctions hit Russian giants like Rosneft, causing some serious route instability and payment disruptions.
So, to manage these risks, India is now aggressively pivoting their imports toward African and Latin American suppliers. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how these four massive ripples completely reshaped global geopolitical alliances. It shifted routes and totally challenged the dollar. So, is this shift away from the US dollar permanent?